What's up everybody, I'm Paintball Dad. Thanks for tuning into my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a gear bag breakdown. I'm going to show you what goes into the gear bag of a tournament paintball player. So this year, 2025, has been packed with tournaments for me. I've been playing and coaching. I've been coaching a team called the Killionaires in the C3XL, which is a 3-man X-ball styled league. And I've been playing in a local 1v1 series called the Battle of the Aces at Palmetto Hills Paintball in Rock Hill, South Carolina. So I've basically been playing paintball almost every weekend this year. I've been practicing almost every weekend, and if I'm not practicing, I'm playing in a tournament or coaching a tournament. And for any tournament, there's a lot of prep work that goes into figuring out like what kind of gear you need to bring with you. Making sure that you don't bring too much gear, but you also bring enough gear that you would need in case of any kind of emergency. So let me show you what kind of gear bags I carry with me first. The first thing that I'm going to show you guys is I have a gun bag. This little bag goes as like an attachment onto my backpack. It's really cool, and it carries my guns and my gun accessories. Then I also have the backpack. This is a Planet Eclipse backpack. I forget what model it is, but this has a lot of storage availability in it, and it's very sturdy. And I'm going to show you guys what all fits into these bags whenever I go to a tournament. And the third thing that I have is I have a simple pod bag made from Infamous Pro DNA. This thing is very lightweight but durable, super durable. I actually don't use it for pods, even though it's a pod bag. I use it for much heavier stuff than that because it's just so reliable. I've been able to actually haul a lot of stuff into it. So let me show you what I fit into all of these gear bags. Let's start with the gun bag, because I'm sure most of you guys are here for this. You want to see what kind of gun I shoot and what I use to carry my guns in. So this is my gun gear bag. This is also made by Planet Eclipse. As you can see, it has the same like sugar skull design as the backpack that I showed you guys. I love the sugar skull designs. It's just, you know, something that I'm into. Now, the cool thing about this is that this doesn't just fit my guns, it also fits any kind of gun accessories. So for example, in the front right here, there's a rip open tab, and this actually holds my barrels. It's enough slots that I can fit my barrel and a couple of different inserts in. And so I always have my Lone PB barrel. You guys have maybe seen my video where I did a review on this. This is my favorite barrel kit so far that I have ever used. I don't use anything else besides this when I go to tournaments, truthfully. Ever since I found this barrel from lonepb.com, it's been my go-to workhorse for every kind of paintball tournament that I've played in. I've been using it for a little over a year now, I want to say. Super accurate, super affordable. Check out lonepb.com if you want to pick up one of these, and you can use the code PBDAD10 at checkout for a 10% discount. Now on the reverse side of this, there is a small pocket on the back with a zipper, and I can keep a bunch of little accessories in here. So for example, I've got a bag with some O-rings and detents and an extra bolt kit. I've got a little tube of gun grease, and I've got a few Allen keys back here, mostly just the important sizes to, lost one. Mostly just the important sizes to chrono my gun and to take apart some pieces for some of my other guns that actually need Allen keys. And now the main part of this bag, where the guns go, I can actually fit 2 guns in here. That's the really cool thing about this. So I've got my main tournament gun. This is my Planet Eclipse Geo4. It's very dirty right now. I just played a tournament last night, a 1v1 tournament, and I got 3rd place with this gun. So this is my workhorse. This is my go-to gun for every kind of competition that I play in. I love this gun. I want to say it came out maybe only like 4 years ago at the most. And when it came out, it retailed at like $1,800. I didn't pay that much. I waited until I found somebody who had one that they wanted to get rid of, and I got a good price on it. But very reliable gun. In the 2+ years that I've had it, I have never had a single issue with it. Never had a single point where anything has malfunctioned on it. It's always been reliable to me in every tournament that I've played in. And the maintenance is super simple. Like, the bolt just comes out like that. very easy to take care of. And even the batteries, like I'm not going to do it right now, but basically like all you have to do is just push this tab in that way, pull that tab up that way, and the grip comes out, and you can easily change the batteries or clean out the trigger frame or whatever else you need to do. Definitely my favorite paintball gun ever. But even if you have the world's most reliable paintball gun, it's always a good idea to bring a backup gun when you go to tournaments. This is my backup gun, another Planet Eclipse gun. It's the Planet Eclipse G-Tech 160R. This is just a little bit older than the G04. Still a very reliable gun, very lightweight, similar maintenance, ease of access, at least for the bolt. The grips, though, you do need an Allen key to take the grips apart, so if you need to change the batteries or do any messing around with the trigger, you do need to have an Allen key to take the grips off. That's the only like slightly annoying thing about it. Other than that, it's another very reliable gun, and I always bring it just in case some freak accident happens. Even if something like normal routine maintenance happens, let's say I make a mistake and I forget to change my batteries out before a tournament. And even though this gun is super reliable, it can't withstand user error. So let's say I forget to change my batteries die in the middle of a match. What am I gonna do? Am I gonna dig through my backpack and look for another battery and then take it apart and switch it out? I mean, I might be able to do it, but the truth is, in a match, you only have like a minute, maybe 2 minutes tops on in most events between your points. So that's a very short amount of time. You don't really want to be rushing with something like that. It's much easier to just have a backup gun already set up, already ready to go, and then after the match is over, I can take the time to take this apart, change the battery, do whatever I need to do with it. So always, I recommend having 2 paintball guns with you at any tournament. And I also have my barrel cover in this gun bag. So next up is my backpack. I'm going to show you all of the stuff that I put into my backpack, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like all together with all the gear inside of it. So first of all, the things that I put into my backpack are the things that I feel like I'm going to need immediately. Obviously, I have my gun bag attached to the backpack, but I also have things like my tank, my hopper, my masks, my clothes. Those are the immediate things that I need as soon as I step onto the paintball field. I need to be able to get dressed, I need to put my padding on, my cleats on, get my mask, and get my gun ready to go. So, for example, I've got a pair of pants right here, just a simple HK pair of jogging pants, and this might sound crazy to some of you guys, but I also bring doubles of clothing items. I've had it happen where, actually, this very same pair of pants, this JT pair of pants that I have right here, I bought these brand new, and literally the first time I wore them, I had a rip in the knee. Now, I don't think it's so much the fault of JT. I think that the field that I was playing at had very rocky kind of terrain, and so I just got unlucky. I happened to be at a field that had some really bad terrain that was just gonna rip whatever you were wearing at the time. So I ripped a hole in my knee on the very first day, and I tried to stitch it back. I actually took a pair of some older pants that I have and cut out a piece and tried to stitch it into the hole, and it's been holding up pretty good. But like I said, I recommend bringing doubles of everything, even clothing items, because you don't want to have a hole rip in your pants at like the start of your day, and then it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And so on that note, I also bring my jerseys. This is my Killionaires jersey, and then I've got my New Jersey Leverage jersey with Chris Caputo on the back, because I am a Jersey boy 100%. And then padding. I've got forearm protectors, and I also have a pair of slide pants. I'm not going to show you them because, like I said before, I played in a tournament last night and it was really muddy, so I need to wash those. They are just disgusting to even look at right now. But I have a pair of slide pants. I really recommend, if you're going to play competitions, get a pair of slide pants. Don't go for just knee pads. Get actual slide pants. What slide pants are is they're basically like a compression pant, but it has built-in knee pads and thigh pads, and as well as growing protection, which you guys will need. I also keep my headbands in here as well. I've got my Argentina flag headband. It's really more of a sweatband. It's very thin, but I love wearing this when I compete. And I've got my monkey with a gun old school headband. Some of you may remember this company from way back in the day. This thing right here is a collector's item at this point. Now I also keep my cleats in my backpack as well. But again, those are like super muddy. I have them outside right now, just trying to dry them out so I can like shake them off later. And now masks. I have my JT Flex 8 and my JT Pro Flex. Both of these I actually dyed them myself into this minty green color. And now you might be wondering why I bring two masks. Well, I've seen people crack a lens in paintball tournaments, so I bring two masks. Also, when I'm playing recreationally, I like to actually have a spare mask to let somebody borrow. So if there's like a birthday kid, like some young kid, you know, playing for his first time, I like to let them use one of my masks, because usually I find that like the rental masks at most paintball fields are not very well taken care of. They get old, they get abused, they get scratches on them, or they may, you know, begin to fog up. Some fields might not invest in the dual pane fog resistant lenses. So it's always I feel like it makes a big improvement on the first time player's experience to let them use a real competition grade paintball mask. And now to complete my gun setup, I've got my paintball tank and I've got my paintball hopper. I actually at one point used to bring doubles of these as well, although these I've kind of sacrificed bringing backups for because it just got to be a little too heavy. And out of everything, like I've had less issues with tanks and hoppers going down than I have had with guns going down. So these are some of the items that I feel like you could get away with not bringing an extra one. Besides, if you're going to be at a paintball field, let's say you had a problem with your tank, most paintball fields will just let you borrow a tank, or maybe they'll charge you like $5 to let you rent a tank for the day. If you can't find anybody else who has a spare tank, you know, on your team or just at the field at that moment. Same thing with the hopper. Most paintball fields, they'll let you just borrow one for like maybe another $5-10. And there you have it. That's what it looks like all put together. The backpack with the gun bag, my two masks hanging from this top strap right there, like the carrying handle, and everything that I've mentioned is inside there. Let me see if I can get some good lighting. Oh, I got a flashlight. Yeah, you can see my jersey is in there, my tank's right there, my hopper. I also forgot to mention my barrel squeegee. Everything fits in pretty much in this top pocket. Actually, my secondary pocket is pretty much empty. I've just got like glasses and a notepad in there. Not much else. I also do have batteries that I keep in this little side pocket, so it's pretty convenient for all of your needs. Oh, little Air Force humor there. And so really all that's left is just my Pro DNA pod bag, which like I said, I use for more than just pods, but paint and pods are the majority of what goes into this. So for example, like I've got pods. I'll put a bunch of pods in there. Just for now, I'm gonna put like, 6, but I have more than just 6 pods. I think for tournaments, you wanna have like at least like 10 pods just for yourself. And I've got my pod pack, another infamous Pro DNA product. I love this pod pack, very reliable. And in case you've never used one of these strapless types of pod packs, like I'll tell you right now, I've only ever used strapless pod packs for tournaments, and I have never had an issue with a pod just like falling out. So these things are made pretty reliable. And then I also have the extra barrel kit inserts that go with my barrel kit on my backpack. I'll just throw those in there. And then I also have a ball hauler. Usually I'll keep this empty, but I have a lot of paint right now, so right now it's full. When it's empty though, I will throw it in here. And now it's starting to get heavy, but this is pretty much the last thing that I'll put in there. Oh, you know what? No, I lied. Water. I'll put water in my back, in this pod bag. And then I'll just pull the string tight, and it's good to go. It's a little bit heavy, but this thing is very sturdy. So yeah, that is pretty much everything that goes inside a tournament paintball player's gear bags. I think I may have left out a couple of small things, like I know there's some tournaments that I've been to where I've brought like a solar charged battery just to have, like, in case I am using a lot of like my phone battery, or if my photographer friend needs something to charge his camera batteries with. Or I've even actually used that for my GoPros as well, to charge my GoPro batteries while I'm at a tournament. But that's just 100% something extra and personal preference. Like, that's not something that you actually need for a tournament. It's not something that most people would need for a tournament. This is all just the basic tournament paintball stuff that you should have with you. Anyways guys, I hope you liked this video. Tell me what you thought. Tell me if you like my gear. Tell me if you have any of the same gear as me. Tell me if you find any gear that's maybe even better than what I have. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.